Okay, the post that Jason Gardner makes has completely changed from in the past. And when I had communication with someone that I believe was him. Okay, so this is somewhere where he's out in the backyard. I'm not quite sure where it's at. I also saw him flying a plane or a helicopter. There's this picture, this picture. The reasoning behind me showing this, I believe that he's trying to hide his money. This is one of his offices that he has. He has multiple different businesses that he's trying to hide. This, he has transitioned from wearing all these expensive suits. Is trying to get, I don't know why it's getting blurry now, while my device repeatedly keeps covering for crimes. He has transitioned from all these expensive suits to dressing wearing more minimal clothing, sports cars. Why would my device cover for him year after year? He had his own app. Here's a picture. This is a picture that I was making fun of him with, where you can see his private part, and then he uploaded a picture where he was covering his private part. I sent him emails complaining about this picture. Told him it was inappropriate. This is a gym that he was working out at, and my device is covering for this. It looks pretty expensive, where whatever gym membership he had. I don't know why my device keeps covering for crimes. Okay, there. That's a view where he was staying. All kind of amazing vacation experiences, extravagant hotel stays all over the country and out of this country too. Right here, his posts have completely changed. Right here, it's blurry again, so you can't see his extravagant lifestyle that is now hidden. That's him. This is frightening. Multiple different cars. He's hiding a lot of the other vehicles. Multiple different vacations. This is true. I don't know how much money he has. I wish someone would have helped him with the rugs. I'm sorry. I guess I should be more serious. But those look like pretty cheap nothing. Here, more extravagant vacations I never saw. Just violated and voyeurism crimes. More vacationing. This doesn't look good. More shooting range videos. This is the party he was having. I think this is the party that he was having. And I got violated when I didn't attend the party. He looks completely different. I'm not the only one that looks different. But I get violated when I dress up. I don't know what his excuse is. Birthday celebration. It's blurry again, trying to hide it. But yet I can't find law enforcement. More extravagant living. I believe that's a Rolex. He took this in it's next to Austin Street where I was getting violated at. Apparently he knew I was going to be in that environment getting violated. So I couldn't get my mail, and close to this environment right here, there was something on the pole saying Jason was here. I tried to record it with my phone, and my phone wouldn't let me record it. It was on some kind of postal things, that you write addresses on with the post office. It was on one of those postal things that you put addresses on and mail off, and it said Jason was here. And I think I had just left Carrollton, where they gave me a criminal trespass for trying to get my mail. My phone closed everything out. Let me go back in it. He has multiple different businesses, but I don't know what the truth is. Because he hides once I saw that he owned multiple different businesses, he hid it and only discloses the one business on my device. But he has several different businesses. Let me show you. There's multiple different locations. He just wants me to have this modest location. He has several businesses. I can only pull up one with my phone. I sent him a dirty email because he was trying to make me think that he went broke, which I didn't care about the money, but I think he was testing me. And I said, why do you have all these businesses on the internet? And then it changed when I do searches just to this one business. That's all I can pull up. This madness right here, I'm going to tell you the history behind this picture right here that's blurry right now. So I said I needed a vacation, and then he posted this. And all kind of other insanity. Here's another extravagant vacation right here. But all of it has completely disappeared since all of the insanity that I've experienced. Romania. I told him I was going to give him roses. I had did something. And I said, I'm going to give you roses. And I didn't get the roses. And he has this shirt on with roses that's, means something. Another extravagant vacation. Romania. Right here. I'm trying to pause this and I don't know if you can, but someone did something to my car. And this is how you do things and not get charges and send someone messages. I had just posted on my Facebook, I did something, that somebody did something to my car, and I'm known to love water. So this is how he communicates to let me know that he knows me, and this is how he does it and not get charges. So he's showing these cars, and he's fully aware that someone has damaged my car, probably him, put sugar in my tank to where I no longer have my car. Why is he looking at cars? And then you'll see the water.
It's crazy. That is fixed the EIA.
Just cars. And I have just stated that someone has damaged my car. Mind games. So he's advertising an event that he's about to have that I went to get violated. I just say that because of all the mind games. More extravagant vacations. My device is covering for it again. So I was just getting violated on my exposing on Facebook how I was getting violated. Then he posted this. My device is covering for crimes again. Some people only hate you because of the way other people love you. I don't know who he would be referring to about love. He's in Florida now. He's back in Romania. All over the world doing business. He states I'm doing business. Family business. This is when the gas was off and I was freezing and had to send my daughter elsewhere. This is what I believe was a code inviting me to the event in December. I didn't go. And that's when my lights got cut off and gas. Here's the location. But here's the location of one of his businesses, but it only lists that one on Beaumont Street on my devices. It don't want you to see. Okay. That's not how the location on Beaumont Street looks. Why would my device hide all his business locations? After I complained to him, why would you lie to me about your money? I'm not interested in your money. I just don't appreciate the fact that you were being dishonest about your wealth. So right here, more extravagant trips, suits, more suits. Looks like it's another business establishment. Looks pretty nice. I sat next to this woman at one of her networking events, and I met his mother over there to the right and didn't know it was his mother. This woman told me that's right next to him that she was a customer and didn't know him that well. I asked her if he had a girlfriend because I did not want to have any dealings with someone that was in a relationship. She said she didn't know. Everybody I talked to at the networking event claimed they didn't know if he had a girlfriend. So precisely when I did the complaint of seeing this private area, He posted this picture covering up his private area. I've already done like some descriptions on what's happening on, to give you feedback and commentary on what's happening in his form of communication to not get charges. I find it highly peculiar that both him and his friend are standing the same way. And I was telling him that you could see his penis print, and I told him that he looked like my exact words was, "You look like a whore, and it does not look appropriate." Then he uploads this. Has this picture with not only him covering his private area, but his friend. I'm denied law enforcement. Anyone could get down to the bottom of these peculiar events and why he seems to be communicating in this manner. More extravagant trips. I was in jail getting violated on false charges. This is the same month I got burned. Florida. Notice the complete difference in the appearance. Here's another picture. More extravagant trips.
Yes. Bonjour.
I was being violated at homeless shelters at this time.
Yes.
Telling me don't put on makeup. Expensive clothes. I don't know what's happening. This time I was getting violated at our calling for trying to flee abuse. The police department coming to remove me around this time. So I guess that's his wife that he married after this fiasco of experience with me. She's a beautiful woman. And, all I know is that I just had peculiar experiences moving on with my life. And I'm not quite certain on why Austin Street demanded that I don't speak to men and put me out multiple different times for putting on makeup, as well as trapping me in on trains, and the police department coming to remove me all fixed up at bus stops. It just really doesn't make a lot of sense. Who is it that's causing all this damage that has a lot of money? Why, if you're married with kids, are you violating me? So this is a dating app. It's bizarre. Most of the people are out of this country, and it's weird. This man had me set up a WhatsApp, and then after I set up the WhatsApp, he ignored me. But this has been happening years. I've been communicating with people that it seemed like that knew who I was and shouldn't have known. So I don't know how it's being manipulated, but I can only express what I'm going through. This is glitching. This did not happen 3 days ago. It's blurry again. Okay, so the only person that looks normal, I actually laughed when I got this because I know that it appears to be manipulated. So I get this message from the only person that looks normal. He sends me a message to ignore me. But this has been happening years. This is a party. I have experienced a lot of catfishing experiences. It was like someone was controlling a lot of relationships online and in person. Just the strangest thing, and I'm denied law enforcement to get down to the bottom of it. So this guy introduces a conversation with me to ignore me, but it's been happening for an extended amount of time. So I'm on a dating app and not really getting anywhere because the people are strange, and they send me messages repeatedly to ignore me. So I didn't respond back to this bizarre man. Hello, you don't want to chat? Please do. Okay, I'm not a scam. That's a red flag, sir. If I haven't responded to any of and you look bizarre on your photo and you're not from here, I'm not a scam. So I have thought it was fruitless to respond. The reason why I'm taking this time out, I just came up on its own. Okay. The reason why I'm taking this time out, who is behind this insanity? And if you have a whole wife and kids, what is happening for me not to move on with my life and get married and, have relationships? How is it that someone introduces a conversation online too and multiple different other avenues? How is it that I was on a meetup, a dating event, and they canceled it? And then I was arrested like within less than a week of trying to publicly communicating that I was trying to get on Meetup and go on speed dating. That within less than a week of that announcement, I was arrested by Officer Collins. I publicly stated, and I know you guys didn't believe me, that I get violated for trying to date. But I said that, and if anyone willing to do law enforcement, I think that I said, asked for the speed dating information Thursday. I told someone that claimed to be Jason Friday. They asked him if he can hook me up with a friend. Friday, I got blocked. Saturday, I got put out of 3 locations on blatant lies, one of them being the Austin shelter. Then I got put off a bus. And I got put out the mall. The next day, that Sunday, I was arrested and violated in jail on the false charges. The only thing that I can think of, it's a mind game. I think that it's like a catfish situation that just really got out of control, but it's one of those catfish situations, but by the actual party. And I think that the party established feelings, but don't want to act out on the feelings and want to keep me confined and voyeurism crimes and other things to control my environment. That's what I think. I don't know what the intention was, why I went to this event, and his grandmother told me she was a customer and she didn't know him that well. Why did I go to a business networking event with his family? It just doesn't. If you're doing business networking, why is it your family there and you withholding that from me? Playing mind games. Why did I sit with your grandmother and she was a wonderful woman and she told me she was a customer? It's just peculiar. And when you find out, let me know. I don't, nothing. It's just even more that I dig into it, it gets even more and more bizarre.